the papa me some kind of daddy.
You the cover me.
You the papa me some kind of. I don't know why, daddy, you love me like this. You the so provide for me. Even when I dey sleep, you the watch over me. You deliver me from my enemies. You love me so.
So I'm on my way to Buea now for today's vlog, and I want to go and see a couple of places there. I have to go and meet up with somebody who is taking me there. Wait, I think I've gotten a bike. We'll do this intro some other time. So I got a car to Buea from Comprehensive Junction, and recently I prefer coming here to get a car because it's way faster for me. You see cars which are already going to Buea as compared to going to half mile, going to sit in a car, waiting for it to get full before you guys leave. I'm always in a hurry to get to Buea, so Comprehensive works just fine for me. So the car took off and we left for Buea. This is Bokom roundabout, heading towards my for Limbe. So my destination for today is Buea because I have two touristy sites I want to go and visit. One is a waterfall site at Sandpit, Buea, and the other one is a waterfall site at Mutengene. So you guys should stay tuned to the end to watch that. So you have goodbye from Limbe. And checkpoint my phone always has this small traffic here due to the control that is there. So leaving from my 4 park, this is what you have. You can see buildings by the road. Like Limbe is developing day and night, no dulling. People are building round the clock in Limbe. Can you see buildings? Buildings are waking up every now and then. So on my left hand side, you have the school which the Chinese government built for us. It's a technical school and they built it and gifted us to help our ministry. On my right hand side, you have the new slaughterhouse, and directly opposite the slaughterhouse, you have government school my 4. The former slaughterhouse was at New Town, just by the old market, and this is the new one the council built for us. From there, you have Ombe, and people always think the statue on my right hand side are real human beings actually standing there. Lol. Then we have Brasseries Depot. This is Brasseries du Cameroon's depot. Brasseries is a company which produces drinks for us. It produces beer and sweet non-alcoholic drinks for us to consume here in the country. And moving forward, we have a petrol station which is no longer functioning due to the civil crisis that started in the southwest and northwest regions of Cameroon. So this is Mutengene, the famous Mutengene. Like, don't pass it at night with so much money. So climbing up from the Mutengene hill, you begin to see the mountain view, which you know that you're already close to Buea. You're soon getting there. Mutengene is generally known for having so many rough guys. So if you do find yourself here at night, please, family members, hold your bag under your armpits very tight. If not so, you will get home and you will not be able to find your phone or your purse. It will end in premium tears. On my left hand side, you have a Regina Pacis College with the blue gate. It is a boarding school owned by the Catholics. It has both the commercial and the grammar section, and the short form of the school is Repacol. So shout out to all my Repacol people watching me. Now moving forward, you have the Mutengene market on my right hand side. As you can see, this is Mutengene market. Like, it's bigger than this. Like, enter inside, you still have more of it inside. This is my 14. As you can see, life has returned to this area fully. You can see crates of beer by the road. This place was so deserted during the peak of the crisis, but now everything is getting back to normal. So we are just entering my 16, and there is this police control post around this area which always causes a little bit of traffic each time you're about entering into Buea or leaving Buea. So the big white building you're seeing on my left hand side is my 16 shopping mall. Moving forward, traffic as usual. There is always traffic when you're about to enter Buea at my 17 farm. The roads are getting small. And this is the famous WDC hotel, which I have a review on my channel. Buea is growing really fast. In 10 years time, I think the traffic that will be there to enter into the town will be something else than Douala. So here you have African, which is a new bus station that was recently opened. It transports people from Buea to Yaoundé and from Yaoundé to Buea, and they really have clean buses and their services are top notch. Shout out to them. Then we have CNPS at mile 17, and the full meaning of that is wait, I think I've forgotten about that. Please, if you know the full meaning of it, please leave it down in the comment section, okay? So from my 17, you start seeing the beautiful mountain view. Since I went to the mountain, I just appreciate this view better. I don't know why. It's just a thing for me that if I go through a particular process, I tend to appreciate the end result or the product of that process more. And that's what has been happening to me since I got back from the mountain. I just tend to admire the mountain view again, like I'm just seeing it for the first time. Does this happen to you, or am I the only one on this table? Please let me know down in the comment section if I'm weird or it happens to every other person as well. I have moved on this road like 1 billion times, but I've never really taken note that from here you actually have this beautiful view of the mountain. I was just like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. I cannot even believe that at some point in my life I was up there, like I was up there seeing this place down here. It's so beautiful for me. So I got to Sandpit, Okada Park Sandpit to be precise. That's where I met the person who was taking me to the waterfall, and thankfully he had the car. So we got into the car and headed to the waterfall site. And now, family members, can somebody tell me why I always underestimate my journeys? Like, I don't know what is happening to me. I think I need to be caned. When I heard the waterfall was at Sandpit, in my head I'm like, yeah, Buea is really developed like that. There is no space for any bush, or I'm not going to struggle to get to the waterfall. Once I drop from the car, I'm just going to see the waterfall in front of me. I'm not going to struggle the way I struggled to get to Bomana Waterfall. Like, who thinks that a waterfall site is by the road? If not me, Elomo Caro, lol. Like that, Cameroon touristy sites, you must struggle to get there. Like, it's not they don't make it an easy smooth sail for you. Like, you just have smooth roads. Like, if this, because I always underestimate my journeys, I'm always underdressed. I'm never fully dressed, prepared to go for any of these adventures I always turn out going to. I'm always dressed in slippers, fam. You all so yeah, we have to descend this road to get there. You guys know why I suffered to get to Bomana Waterfall, and I told myself I was never going to go to any waterfall again. But he told me this is not tedious to get there. That once we descend this hill, we're going to get there. So fingers crossed, it's not tedious, okay? When you start climbing this little hill and you look on your right hand side, you can see Limbe from here. You can see the sea and some islands standing from here. Now going down this little hill, I started seeing trees like bush, and in my head I'm like, Elomo Caro, don't tell me I have to get into this bush to get to the waterfall. Fam, what was I really thinking? What was I really thinking? I don't know. Please don't ask me that question because I don't even know what to ask. I think I need to be caned to be properly dressed for all these trips. But anyway, we got there. Like, this is one of the footpaths, and when you're passing through this place, you have to be very careful and look down because you can see wires. I think they call this barbed wires or whatever, but there are wires inside here, so you have to be very careful while you're moving here. Like, your eyes need to be on the ground. If not so, you're going to injure yourself. You have a couple of them inside here before you actually get to the end of this farm where you begin to see the waterfall. Once you get to the end of that farm, from here you can get the view. You start seeing water, you start hearing water, and you're like, okay, I'm close. Now going down from here is where the trick is, because the day before we came here, rain had fallen, so the mud here was really slippery. Like, fam, you guys would have heard that I fell down and broke my head, but God no go shame us, okay? It was really slippery, so we had to go down these stairs very carefully, just so somebody does not fall down to pick 10,000 or 5,000, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we successfully got down in one piece, and then you have this little signboard that says all of these. Now, the day before we came here to visit this place was officially opened by the government as one of Cameroon's touristic sites, as in there was an opening ceremony here. Government officials were here, the chief, all of that. It was a proper opening of it. as a touristic site. Now you have to pay money when you come to visit here. There is somebody in charge of the place whom you have to pay money to. Now this is the cocoa of the matter why we came here, the waterfall. It's so beautiful. I just could not believe that something as beautiful as this could be found in Sandpit, Buea. Like, I lived in Buea 5 years and did not know that this place existed. Like, was I living under the rock? I don't know, but it's so beautiful. Once you get here, the sound of the water is so soothing to the soul. Fam, it's beautiful and it is clean. The water is really clean. To think that we came here a day before rain had fallen, but the water is clean, the environment is clean. I don't know if it's because they were just from launching it, but it was really clean. It was beautiful, really beautiful, and it superseded my expectations, if I can say that. Now this waterfall has existed for ages now. It's natural, it's not man-made. I don't know why the government just discovered it of recent to come and officially launch or open it to make it an official touristic site, but I think many people are not aware that this place exists, but it has been existing for so long. I don't know, maybe it's just because we don't find content about it on the media, or even the people in Buea do not even talk about it, so we hardly know that there is something like this in their land. But I'm so glad I got to find out that there is something like this under my nose. To think that I have stayed in Buea for what, 5 years, but I never got to know that there was anything like this in this area. It is amazing. Before I forget, the midges level in this place, fam. If you're coming here, please be well dressed. Don't be like me. There are so many midgets here, like they dealt with me. As you can see, blood all over my feet. Please wear your sports shoes when you're coming. Be properly dressed. I have paid the price for you all already. Okay, your baby girl is telling you to be well dressed. God is so mighty. Nature is so wonderful. There is some sort of feeling that you get when you're in a natural environment like this. It does something to the soul. Am I the only one who feels that way, or you do feel that way as well? Please leave it down in the comment section if you're a lover of nature as well. Let me give you guys a 360 view of the place. So you have these cane chairs or plank chairs that have been put there for people who want to sit down and just take in all of this beauty. Like, you can just sit there and have a nice time looking at this beautiful view. And this is the person who keeps the place clean. He picks out dirt from the water just to make it clean for your viewing pleasure. Can we even talk about how cold and fresh this water is? Fam, this water is so cold and very refreshing. I'm going to leave the natural sound of this place. For those of you who feel like the sound of water is therapeutic to the soul, you can have a taste of what this place feels like. Thank you all so much for staying and watching till this point. I'm going to see you on my next one where I go to visit the Mutengene waterfall. So stay tuned for that. Bye.